Running an authentic Italian pizzeria requires skill, patience, fresh ingredients, and respect for tradition. Pizza Man Simulator allows you to ignore almost all of that. Burn the pizza, cover it with ketchup. Customer expecting something fresh? Put a frozen Hawaiian in the microwave. The real question is whether this chaotic restaurant simulator is worth buying, or whether its questionable cooking becomes stale before the end of the first shift. You are placed in charge of a pizzeria whose reputation is considerably better than the food being served. Customers arrive with individual orders and different levels of patience.
Hello.
While you attempt to prepare meals, keep the restaurant operating, collect tips, and avoid sending anyone home with food poisoning, the objective is not culinary perfection. It is making enough money for the business to survive. Pizza preparation includes stretching dough, adding sauce, arranging toppings, baking the result, and serving it before customers become angry. You can follow the proper process and create something respectable, but the game also encourages improvisation. Frozen products, microwaves, excessive ketchup, and questionable shortcuts provide faster alternatives when the kitchen becomes too busy. That contrast creates the game's strongest comedy. Pizza Man Simulator understands the difference between doing a job correctly and doing just enough to get paid. A carefully prepared order can become rewarding, but recovering from a disaster is usually more entertaining. Burned food, missing ingredients, impatient customers, and poorly timed decisions create stories that a perfect shift never could.
Hello.
Hello out there!
No matter of it.
Money earned during service can be used to improve the pizzeria. Better equipment and upgrades increase efficiency, allowing you to handle more customers and prepare complicated orders. The progression provides a reason to continue beyond the first few shifts, while the increasing workload ensures that improved tools do not completely remove the pressure. Customer satisfaction creates the main risk and reward system. Fresh ingredients and accurate preparation require additional time and money, but they produce happier customers and larger tips. Cheap shortcuts protect your profit and save valuable seconds, but one bad decision can damage the restaurant's reputation. The game is most interesting when you are forced to choose between quality and speed. However, the simulation is not particularly deep. Individual preparation steps are straightforward, and the upgrade system follows a familiar pattern. Once you understand the most efficient workflow, many shifts begin repeating the same actions with larger numbers. The humor helps, but it cannot permanently replace mechanical variety. Controls are also extremely important in a kitchen simulator. Picking up ingredients, placing toppings, opening equipment, and moving completed orders must feel responsive because every delay becomes more frustrating during a rush. Most interactions are understandable, but object physics and selection can occasionally create unnecessary mistakes. Some failures are funny, others simply feel like the interface worked against you. The presentation supports the game's unserious personality. The pizzeria is colorful, customers are exaggerated, and badly prepared food looks appropriately unappealing. Sound effects and reactions provide much of the comedy. Visually, it is clearly a smaller simulation game rather than a detailed restaurant recreation, but that simplicity keeps important objects readable during busy moments. Content value will depend on the variety of orders, upgrades, customer behaviors, and unexpected events. Restaurant simulators can remain enjoyable when new complications continue appearing. If the complete progression reveals its ideas too quickly, Pizza Man Simulator risks becoming another game that is amusing to watch but repetitive to play. Now we can answer the question, is Pizza Man Simulator worth buying? Yes, if you enjoy first-person job simulators and prefer comedy over realism. The combination of manual cooking, restaurant progression, impatient customers, and terrible shortcuts creates an entertaining loop. It is especially suitable for players who enjoy turning preventable disasters into part of the experience. If you want a serious cooking simulation, complex business management, or precise culinary techniques, this is not the correct restaurant. The game treats authenticity as something you can place in the microwave and cover with ketchup. Pizza Man Simulator is worth buying at a modest price because it understands exactly what makes its premise entertaining. It gives you enough responsibility to care about the restaurant and enough freedom to ruin everything through your own decisions. The food may be questionable, but the comedy is served exactly as ordered.